guys are so funny. You're trying to get me to do this stupid shit. And
she just whispered, "I'm a bad bitch," for anyone who didn't hear. Stop. 420.
I'm lit at Disney.
And the kids asleep in the bath.
There we go. A ball sack station. That's what a business owner looks like. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Tattoo Homewreckers. It's a podcast where we talk tattoos, life, and everything in between. If my voice sounds weird, sorry about that. I'm fighting something off. My name is Callista, and this is my best friend, Lou.
I thought you were going to say it's because I just hit the wrong button on the mic. I came in and was like, oh, I just hit all the buttons on the mic.
Lou was fidgeting. No, my voice is generally inside of my brain sounds weird right now.
I wasn't fidgeting. I was getting the mic ready.
By fidgeting.
Rude.
What does your gender feel like today?
Oh, why do
you take a sip of coffee? I'll take a sip.
Oh, actually, mine's really easy.
Oh,
I wore yellow today because I was feeling like a bumblebee, and then I did my makeup, which is too far away from the camera.
Yeah.
Yellow and black because I felt like a bumblebee.
I really enjoyed it. It was very nice. I love the yellow.
Thanks.
Very adorable, like a bumblebee.
Mm-hmm.
Mine would probably feel like a little cockroach.
Ooh. Like one of the little guys?
Yeah, just he's
nice.
Smaller but still concerning, you know?
Poking me.
Oh, you okay?
No, I'm being poked. Okay, you told me.
Yes. Are you ready?
You had a story for me.
I do.
Okay.
Are you so ready?
What is going on with my jacket?
Also, if you guys hear any in the background, that is Guinness begging to be fed. Caboose is in the kitchen right now trying to get them fed, but Guinness likes to talk. So if you hear that, then that's what's happening. And there's a fly in here. God,
and if you hear thuds, that's because Guinness is jumping.
Exactly. Okay, on to the story. So this is from r/girl dinner diaries. I've really been enjoying the subreddit. The title is Husband Cheated on Me with 8 AI sex bot girlfriends. Coffee.
8? You're doing too much, my guy.
Coffee because I can't eat without throwing up. So this is a subreddit where women post what they're eating and then whatever it is in life that they're going through, and it's normally unhinged. So she just has an iced coffee from Dutch Bros, which is my least favorite.
Okay,
place.
so he cheated on you.
Yes.
Because you are just drinking pure sugar.
Yeah, so you like Dutch Bros. Sorry to say.
So he said, I'm going to go with an actual adult.
Also, she is
an AI.
Squeezing the absolute fuck out of this coffee. Do you see it? The stress is getting to her. She's like white knuckling.
That's cray-cray.
Description. I don't even know what to say. He told his robot girlfriends that he loves them and calls them babe, which he calls me, his real wife. He takes them on virtual dates and has virtual sex with them. Those are things he doesn't even do for me, his sexless wife. What a fucking time to be alive. Don't even have regular cheating anymore. I thought this story was bonkers. I just had to bring it up because holy absolute fuck, dude.
Can I have the questions over here?
Okay. Cool.
So, because I'm going to interview you.
Okay.
I'll answer them too, but I'm going to ask you the questions.
Okay, sounds good.
Can I just state, the whole, he calls them the same thing he calls me is one of my biggest gripes. And I think this is because I'm autistic, so I naturally seek out pattern recognition. Also, my autism meant that I spent a lot of my life, and I continue to spend a lot of my life studying about human beings. Mm-hmm. People use the same language.
Yeah.
If you think that whatever pet name your partner currently uses, they never used before, bless your heart. I hate to break it to you. They discovered that pet name way back when. And yes, before you're like, no, this is specific to us. It's because of blah, blah. Yeah, you're going to have nicknames that's different than a pet name.
Yeah.
But anything that Callie and I greatly enjoy gets called bug or monkey.
Yeah, it's always those two.
Yeah. If I'm having a really bad time, she'll call me bug. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean that if she says that to someone else, she loves them more or she's emotionally cheating on me.
Yeah.
It just means that pet names are pet names. So
totally.
Caboose and I will call each other babe. Mm-hmm. I've never been a big one for hun because that's what my parents use. So I was like, that's a weird thing.
Hun is also hard because I think I use that a lot for clients too.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'd be forgetting your all's names.
I don't know. I like that you say sorry. I straight up reintroduced myself to a client I had just tattooed a week prior.
You knew what? Whoops.
I tattooed him at a convention or at a pop-up. And then I asked where he worked, and he works at the mechanics behind us. I was like, that's why you look familiar. And he was like, well, you just tattooed me last week.
And you went,
and I was like, no, but I recognize you from the mechanics behind us.
talk to your tattoos, you guys. We hardly ever talk to your faces. We're mostly looking at the tattoo while we're talking to you. So it's conversations
and
with them.
I'm sure he has a name, but I have no idea.
Question as well. I think I know the answer to this because I've listened to enough of Esther Perel through you. Do you think that using AI chatbots is cheating?
I think that you have to have a discussion
there it is.
with your partner
totally.
about where your boundaries lie. Because if you consider...
Like hugging is cheating? Or
well, if you consider porn cheating.
Oh, yeah. Some people do. Some people do.
Some people consider like having close relationships with other people emotionally cheating. So if you're sharing stuff with this person that you're not sharing with your partner, is that emotional cheating?
Yeah.
And
if this person like knows like your family lore or like something really traumatic happened to you before your partner does, is that emotionally cheating? You have to have those like discussions. I think
you have to have the discussions around like, hey, because and like don't get me wrong, if she's not getting sex and he's sexting with them, obviously this is like a discussion to have. Totally. If I found out that Caboose had an AI girlfriend, we would definitely, I personally would not consider that cheating. But
I just fought the urge to laugh really hard. I just wanted to state that because I'm really proud of myself for not.
You could have laughed.
I just, if anyone I knew and I found out they had an AI girlfriend.
You can't shame people because then we'll never find out, Callie.
Just don't let me find out.
But then they know that they can't tell me because I will have to tell you.
No, you're right.
Because we don't keep secrets.
You weren't supposed to tell them that.
Anyone who's listening to this podcast knows sure as fuck. If you tell me, then instantly Caboose knows, Callie knows, and don't tell me stuff that they can't know. I don't want to know. Anything that they can't know, I don't want to know.
Well, this is
super simple.
This happened, I think, like now 3-4 years ago. I drew this piece of Flash, and it was literally like this like cute, sexy, like robot girlfriend, and I promoted her as our AI girlfriend, and now it's actually happening.
Yeah.
This is horrible. I mean,
dude, draw happy shit now. Draw me with like, 10 mil, please. Thank you. If you're gonna right,
if you're gonna do it,
put this out here. Draw the ending of world hunger.
Yeah,
draw the end of the patriarchy.
Period. I should.
Come on, my guy.
I know. What
if you're gonna
doing?
Predict this stuff, like let's use that for good.
Doing? I know.
Stop fucking using it for evil and having AI girlfriends.
I drew it as like I don't know, like a social commentary on how like we're all just becoming lonelier and lonelier. That's something I promote as well, and it's still true and it's happening. But yeah, I agree with you. I think you should have a discussion with the person.
I think you have to have a conversation and also have a conversation about like why you guys aren't being sexually intimate anymore.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's still some desire there, but the
desire isn't being pointed towards your real life partner. It's being pointed towards your AI partner.
Yeah, so I would want to know what the disconnect is, like where, and like I've been in a relationship with my husband for a long time. I forgot how many years. So you'll go through like periods where like there was a minute that he started coming to bed wearing a shirt, and this is on a podcast way back when. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is weird. Like, are you having an affair? Like, why are you suddenly wearing a shirt to bed? And it just happened to be that he'd put on some weight and he wasn't feeling comfy. And during that time frame, same thing where like the intimacy went down because he wasn't comfortable in his body. Totally. And if I had not initiated that conversation, and don't get me started on the fact that I shouldn't have to initiate that, but if I had not initiated that and just been like, okay, so he's cheating, like what the fuck is going on? Or say like done that thing where you just go snooping because you're looking for answers instead of just asking him, and then allowing him the space to be like, oh yeah, that's valid. Like when I put on like weight and I'm not comfortable in my body, because I have a pretty large range of like where I'm really comfy and feel good when it comes to like the changes. But like once I tip over to that place where I'm like, ooh, I no longer feel good, I also am like, I want to wear like a shirt to bed, whereas typically I'm like, no, I want skin to skin contact. So having that time to like set up a conversation with your spouse to say, hey, let's have a conversation. And I get it. I get that you feel super betrayed, and maybe you guys did have a conversation, which is why to you it's cheating.
Yeah.
But obviously the like having multiple fake girlfriends, and I will call them fake girlfriends because they're not real fucking people.
They're not real people. 8.
But just 8. Well, that
not
means that
there's 8.
So I would be curious about like, is there a novelty aspect? Do they all have different personalities? Like, or is it that he like, does he like the idea of them competing against, like, what is the dynamics within those relationships to help you understand your relationship?
Whoa, good. Yeah. That's awesome. You cooked with that. Because it's
thanks.
like, trying to like decipher like, how can we take this and see how it applies to this?
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Because if you're going out seeking something else, something is happening within your own relationship.
Totally.
And it's not to say that that's like this person's fault, although the like Dutch Bros is wild.
The gripping it. She literally is like fucking, oh my God, her knuckles were turning white. There's like a dent in the fucking thing. How is their coffee still in there?
We need to explain. So for our Kiwi listeners, Dutch Bros is the sweetest. It's the least like coffee.
Yeah.
Imagine just like hot soda.
It's basically
like just sugar.
Any stereotype you have around like Americans consuming too much sugar, just put that all in one coffee place.
Yeah.
And they're playing EDM
at 8 a.m.
8 a.m. loud as fuck.
Yeah.
And no matter, like, primarily their the baristas are all college students, and their clientele is mostly all college students as well. And they're just like, it feels like they all have to do at least one line of cocaine before they start their shift.
Well, I think
they're all insane.
It's the product of, you were raised on like, you know, not to come for breakfast cereal, but you were raised on all these sugary foods. So it, like, to me, I'm like,
grown up.
This is what happens. These kids that were raised on all this processed food and like sugars. And I'm not talking like normal level of sugar. I'm talking like, holy shit, you were eating like Fruit Loops for breakfast. You were having Fruity Roll-Ups for fucking lunch.
Yeah, totally.
You were having Cinnabon for a fucking afternoon snack.
It's
like,
normal
you
to
just
eat the
went
entire
sugar,
Oreo
sugar.
sleeve and like the entire packet of Twizzlers, and like that's just your snack.
Yeah,
and like you're just
these people grew up, and so now they addiction
all work at
to
Dutch
sugar.
Bros.
Yeah,
they all work at Dutch Bros, and now they're feeding it to the college version of themselves. It's nuts. Dutch Bros is not very good, but yeah. I don't think, like, obviously I feel for you, girl. That sucks really bad. But yeah, I want to know, like, I want to know exactly what he's, like, doing to these, like, fake women.
I don't need to know about the, like, sex part of it.
No, I just want to know what
the general dynamic. Yeah.
Yeah, where is his desire at? Is it because, like, does he have 8 AI girlfriends because he's cheating? And that's, like, the desire, is he just likes to cheat? Or,
yeah,
like,
so he likes the girlfriends to not know about each other?
Which is weird, right? Okay, anyways.
Or is it because, like, once he's developed one character fully to fruition, he gets bored of her. And then has to, like, start another.
Oh my God, this is so dark.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for the Black Mirror episode of this one to drop. I'm sure at some point. At some point it'll drop. Nuts.
They did just drop the actual like technology where you can speak to your dead loved ones.
I hate that.
They did just drop that technology.
I don't want to.
I would do it to you in a heartbeat.
That's nuts.
But would you still be as creative? I understand on a long enough timeline you wouldn't be creative.
This technology, are they just taking stuff from past social media from the dead people?
I haven't fully.
Okay, cool.
It's the red-headed scientist, the English scientist that I love. Yeah, she just did it.
I want to know.
But she was crying, so then she just like gave a brief synopsis like at the beginning, but I couldn't get into it because I was like, oh, Diva, I'm feeling too sensitive.
I can't do it
to like handle like grief like that right now.
Totally.
So
yeah.
But, like, I don't know how they would find my dad's voice because it's, like, nowhere on the internet. But that would be dope if they could.
If they could, yeah.
Yeah. Just to be like, I just want to hear him say some stuff.
Yeah.
I'd probably cry, but then I'd be like, oh. And then, oh, no. I just realized I would just make him say cuss words. I would instantly just be like,
please.
Tell him to say that something is fucking stupid. Because I don't think I ever heard my dad say the word fuck.
This is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And we just make him be like,
really funny.
Just send me a whole bunch of, just give me like a bunch of cuss words. So when shit's going wrong, it can just be like, motherfucker, in his accent. It would be hilarious.
That is really funny.
He probably would not have appreciated that.
Nuts.
Okay, so.
What questions do you have for me, Lou? What is this?
This is from, I think it's Flamingo App Reels.
Okay.
So I'm assuming there's a Flamingo app, but they just posted a bunch of questions on this Instagram page.
Okay.
And if you obviously know, we love questions.
Yes.
And so this one was 100 questions that reveals everything during the talking stage. And I am
Yes.
very enamored by like the dynamic difference between romantic relationships and every other relationship in your life.
Totally.
And so I like to apply a lot of like the stuff that you should talk about in romantic relationships to all of your relationships because I think that we don't have enough conversation. Am I boring you?
No, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I should have been like, yes, fucking wrap it up.
I thought you would.
Sorry.
We will not get through 100 of these questions,
No,
but
we will
I thought
try.
it would be fun to ask you these questions.
Yes. And keep the viewers in mind that like you should ask your potential friends these questions. As
When
well.
you're building relationships, like all relationship building, whether it be romantic or non-romantic, should involve getting to know these questions.
Yeah.
So I haven't pre-read these, so I don't know if it's these specific questions, but just on the hopefully theme of this.
Yes.
So the first question, this is great. Are you dating multiple people right now?
That's hilarious.
You have to, Callista, are you dating multiple friends right now?
I am, dating multiple friends.
I'm just saying, we're applying this for a friendship.
Friend dating, yes.
Friend dating.
I am seeing other friends.
Okay, that's very healthy. I'm very glad to hear that.
Yeah, I'm dating
Nice.
other friends right now.
Are
you seeing multiple people right now?
I outside of when you're around? No, I don't. I don't.
Well, that could either...
I'm an introvert,
Yes.
so I definitely use you to be more extroverted. So I am not seeing. I actually cannot remember the last time I went out with someone without
Solo.
you. Yeah, without
love that.
you or without Caboose.
I love that.
I have emotional safety people that need to go with me at all times.
Period.
And I usually,
Hey, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to be monogamous, be monogamous.
yeah, I'm a monogamous friend person. Okay, this is fun.
Yes.
This is back to the romantic side of it.
Okay.
Because obviously exclusivity does not exist in actual friendships unless you're me, apparently. How do you decide exclusivity? So if you're
like
talking
talking
to someone, yeah, and going from like multiple people, like still swiping,
Right.
what way do you swipe?
I think swipe right means
Okay.
you like them.
Okay, yeah. So how do you go from swiping right to only swiping solo?
Whoa, that was good.
Oh, thanks. I
Good
thought it was bad.
tagline. I think exclusivity to me is we've both deleted the apps if we were on apps to begin with, and then if that's not a thing, we're not seeing other people, so we're not talking to anybody else. We're not dating anybody else, and for sure we're not sleeping with anybody else. And there's a title involved, so whether that be girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend.
Okay, but how do you decide that? So we have the common description,
Sorry,
which I
I
do
kinda
like
thought-
that. No,
yeah.
I like what you did, which is
laying
you
out,
laid
like,
out. This is what it means to me.
Yeah, this is what exclusivity means
Yes.
to me. How do
Oh
we
my God, I
decide
have a
that?
thing. Yeah. How do you decide that? How do you decide when to be exclusive?
Oh my God, beautiful. I think, how do I decide to become exclusive? Unfortunately, or rather fortunately, I don't know, for me, I have a very single track mind when it comes to dating. So I oftentimes accidentally become exclusive without actually having it be official. And a lot of the times it's just me waiting to see if that person wants to be exclusive.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't really
interesting.
keep seeing other people. Once I have one person, I kind of just focus on the one person.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think there's some Catholic shit going on over there, but also to be fair, I've always, and you know this, living life with me, I've always been a busy person. So there's also a part of me that's God, I just
But if you're talking to multiple people, how do you decide this one person that you're then gonna wait to pick you?
I don't really talk to multiple people. I think that's the issue.
Oh, you talk to one person at a time?
Yeah, I do one person at a time for the most part.
Wow.
I mean, I can text multiple people, but even then, the overlap is maybe a day, 2 days.
Interesting.
Yeah, I tend to lose focus pretty quickly.
Yeah.
In those talking stages, especially, I lose focus very quickly. I'm okay, well, if this other person's interesting me more, then chances are I'm not really that interested to begin with, so I'm gonna go over here now, and then I'll bounce over here. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I don't know what it is. I mean,
That sounds like ADHD and also
partial ADHD.
short form content. You're
Yes.
stay interesting or I'm out.
No, totally. 100%. It's very, very that, I would say. How about you? How would you decide to be exclusive?
I think that, like, for me, obviously the last time I had to make this decision was almost 20 years ago.
Wow.
We had, like, just, this is so not fun.
Mine wasn't really fun either. I mean, it's the boring answer of like, yeah, I'm just one track.
Mine's like the complete opposite,
Yeah.
where I just had like functional like conversations. So, talking to multiple people, and then just had conversations around compatibility, around like, okay, so what is it that you want in your life that's compatible with what I want? Because like I had feelings for multiple people, and then it was just the like compatibility aspect of like, where do you want to like live in your life? Do you want to go traveling? Do you want to? And so like I just mentally went through a checklist of like, these are the things that are important. Do you want children? Do you not want children? What are you interested in? Where can our hobbies like overlap, and how can we benefit each other in life? And so it was a very like functional thing, because I don't subscribe to like specifically for romantic relationships. I don't subscribe to like you can only like love one person, or like you can only be in love with people, or that those like butterfly feelings like don't just come and go anyway. Totally. So for me, it was a very much like, so if we are going to like bring it down to just being exclusive, just the two of us, I want to make sure that every other person that I'm having conversations with is not like better fitted for me, not in like a romantic sense, but in a very practical sense.
Yeah.
Because like
I like that approach a lot better, because honestly I think a lot of it for me, after hearing you say that, I think for me it's an attachment issue. So because like I am like one track minded, yes, some of it is ADHD, but a lot of it too is like I become too attached to the potential or the idea of this thing. Yeah. So therefore it makes it harder for me to approach it from a very logistic, like, yeah, just logical point of view of like, do we even want the same life? Do we even have anything? Do we even have anything in common? Yeah. Any hobbies at all in common? Any shows in common? Like, do we even like the same things at all? Are we able to hold like an intellectual conversation? Like, yeah, I think it's an attachment thing for me as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because I run into a lot of those road bumps where I'm like, why did I even date this person if we have like literally nothing in common?
Oh, yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah, totally. So it's an attachment thing.
Oh, yeah. And mine was like the opposite, where I'm like, logistically speaking, we could have had a beautiful life together, but then like it just, though, have been like one thing that came across later, or like as we grow and evolve, then we're like, oh, we're not evolving in the same direction.
Totally.
But like I approach friendships the same way, where it's like, okay, what's your core like thing? So like the closer I get with friends with people, the more refined that gets. Where I'm like, okay, so I have people in like different areas of my life that I'm like, this is like that level of friendship. So you're this person for this, because that entertains this side of me. So if you're the friend that like you love going to the movies, and we go to the movies in a very similar way, because I have like specific places I like to sit, and I have specific like etiquette in the movie theater. And if we don't align with that, then I'm like, I'm not going to ruin this like perfectly good friendship that's great in other areas by putting them in those situations. Yeah. So I approach like all relationships in that sense of like, what is the compatibility? And then the longevity aspect, but also like what situations can we like hold?
Totally. I love that approach, because I think that like, if I were to be able to do that with like romantic relationships, I don't have to anymore right now, but like if I ever did have to apply that to romantic relationships, like I think it's really important to be able to actually categorize that. Yeah. And be like, listen, this person might be great for this, but they're not great for like the whole picture thing.
Yeah.
You know? Like, yeah.
I think for me, because I've been in a romantic, this one flash.
I know, keeps trying to be a guest on the fucking podcast. Literally leave.
I think that like, because I've been in a romantic relationship for so long, I've had a lot more like friendship heartbreaks.
Yeah, totally.
Where I would then be like, okay, this is like my bestie. This person's amazing. And then it would be like, oh, there's these like massive areas. And then when I started applying that to like friendships, to be like, no, okay, this person likes this. That means you're the person for this. This person likes that. You're the person for this.
Totally.
And once I started doing that, it allowed me to like accept the fact that like we all have different like wants, needs, and desires.
Totally.
And that I can only apply them to the ones that I want.
Yeah, I love that.
So, okay. So then question number 3, what does commitment mean to you?
Commitment.
These are good. I like these questions.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I've never actually had to sit down and define these things before, which is great because like Esther Perel talks about this a lot. Like you have to sit down and actually define what cheating means to you. So to like kind of do a circle back to that, a lot of people don't realize that like watching porn is cheating unless they break that trust already with their partner because they haven't had that fucking conversation. If
you don't have that conversation, then you don't know.
And I guess same thing with the AI thing now. Like who fucking knows?
Yeah.
Commitment to me means that where I feel like commitment and exclusivity kind of tie in together for me quite a bit, but it basically means that like we're not sleeping with other people and we are also committed to making sure that we both stay connected. I feel like that's something that not like I might not share that definition with a lot of people, but I think that when there's only one person trying to make sure that the relationship is alive, like we'll kind of use the example of like, let's say your relationship is a fire and you guys are camping together and it's going to be a forever nighttime situation. One of us has to keep the fire going. Otherwise we're going to freeze.
Yep.
Right. And ideally you would want both people keeping the fire going together or taking shifts because you're not always going to have the same energy to put into your relationship. So to be able to find someone where you can genuinely work as a team together to make sure that you guys are staying connected, that to me is commitment. That's showing me that like you're in it for the long haul, but on top of that, like you can see me as well when I'm struggling and you don't expect me to be the only person doing this. That is commitment to me.
I love that.
How about you? What is commitment to you?
In that we share the same definition.
Yeah.
Which I think is also, evidence in our relationship.
Totally.
And I think the only other thing for me that's like a big part of commitment is that it is about learning, like a continuous learning of yourself and your partner. So it's about curiosity that exists within you and that exists around like your partner or your friend. So that commitment is that like you've changed,
I love that curiosity.
a great deal over the like 8 years that we've been friends.
Totally.
And I am forever like curious about your opinions and about like your perspective, and like who you are and how you're evolving and changing as a person. And that to me is like to just kind of add on because like we both share the philosophy of like, one of us has to be taking care of the fire at all times. A lot of times it's both of us. Yeah. But sometimes, it's hard when like you are sick or like you have been working like crazy or like something tragic happens in your life, right? So like you can't, again, it's unrealistic to expect that like both of you are working all the time. Yeah. Well, but, and I think that even like just throughout the day, like we are really good around like I will be a little bit low energy, so you will like take a little bit more care. You'll be low energy, so I'll take more care. So even like little stuff throughout even just the day. Yeah, totally. It's that like showing up and being like, hey, I prioritize this relationship without sacrificing myself. Yep. So I love that. So that's commitment to you? Yes, that is commitment to me. Yeah, I wonder please drop in the comments below what commitment means to you guys. Because again, I think that like a lot of people attach commitment to exclusivity, but I feel like commitment is a lot more than just being exclusive. Well, especially because like for friendships, like we're not exclusively the only two people that we're friends with. No. I literally live with my two best friends. So for me, like I'm committed to both of you, but like it's not exclusively you and me. Totally. And it's not exclusively me and him. But I think that like that's the problem is that people don't define it, which is also why I think stuff like this in those like early stages of like friendships, and because like we had that conversation within our friend group where they were like, hey, you need to like give us like a big heads up if you're gonna like leave a party. And I was like, I can't do that. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you want to be friends with me, I have to like, you have to be okay. So it's not even I have to be okay. Just you have to be okay with the fact that like if I get overstimulated, I'm gonna bounce. Same for me. Like I just can't like, my tolerance for me being out is
like subject to change within 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard.
Yep.
And it's like, I don't like that about me, but like, that's just how I've had to do it.
I fucking love it because
I'm like, I'm done.
because I don't know. So it's a forever, it keeps me in the moment because I can be having the best time.
Totally.
And if you're like, I'm done, then I'm like, all right, let's pivot, baby. So it keeps me really present that like, if I'm having a not good time, I'm still like, hey, this could end at any second. And if I'm having a great time, like this could end any second. So it's like one of my favorites because it just keeps me to be like, I don't know.
But again, yeah, if you're my friend, then you have to know that there is a good chance that I'm going to be the first one to leave the function.
And part of that, like commitment that we have to our friends is just being honest to be like, hey, look, like I am this person. Like,
totally.
Yeah, you're always going to be the first person to leave.
Period.
And by extension, that means I'm leaving too, because like, I'm not going to, 98% of the time we're traveling together anyway.
Totally.
So I'm like, I'm not going to stay here without her. That's weird. Who am I going to talk to?
Totally.
Everyone else by myself? No, thank you. Okay. I think we have one more and then we'll put a pause in this.
Yes.
You're going to watch us like do a quick, like probably change and we'll come back and do like a couple more questions.
There you go.
Because we have to go to the gym and then we'll record a couple more and then she has to go to the gym.
Yep.
Okay. Twicey. So we'll come back all sweaty and gross, but I am loving these.
They're good.
Okay, so then what do you want your love life to look like this year?
Okay.
I also think this is a great like talking question.
Stable?
Like,
fuck. It is a good stuff.
Yeah, but what does that mean to you? What does stable mean?
Stable means to me that, okay, so I've been cooking on this recently in my brain.
She's been cooking.
I haven't written it out. And I haven't like explicitly like labeled the warning signs for myself, but like I've realized that if I am drinking more than I normally do outside of a relationship, that's a huge red flag. So,
oh yeah,
I don't want to be drinking more than I like would like to. My homeostasis of me being like, you know, I don't want to be doing that.
A normal level of alcohol consumption.
Totally.
And not more.
Yeah, because to me it's a warning sign of like, okay, what are you numbing yourself to?
Yep.
Are you numbing yourself to like you've realized that this isn't going to work out, or are you trying to like enjoy the experience with them, but like Callie, you bring the magic. So like you're just getting drunk because what you want to have fun with yourself, and you're essentially by yourself at that point. Like,
yes.
So I don't want to be drinking more. And then the second thing, this is kind of an overarching theme. I don't know what the other red flags are. I would say not working out as much is another red flag. Oh, and not eating well is another red flag for me. So I would like my love life to be able to propel me into healthier habits. So
yes.
I want to be more inspired to go to the gym. I want to be more inspired to drink water. I want to be more inspired to eat better. And I want to be more inspired to work harder. I don't want to feel like I'm having to hold any of those back. I don't want to have to feel like I can't lift the amount of weight that I can.
You knew I was going to say something.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, you don't want to have to be like, oh no, I can't lift this dumbbell.
Oh my God, I just couldn't possibly fucking strict press this. Yeah, no.
Heaven forbid I bench press more than you.
Oh, literally. I just like, yeah, that's my thing is like, heaven forbid I squat more than you. Heaven forbid I deadlift more. Heaven forbid that like I outperform. And like, that's the thing is like, I want my love life to be able to push me in a way that is good, like inspiring me in a way that like I've realized too, I'm like, you know what, like if I like myself alone more than I like myself with somebody, fucking nix it, girl, leave.
100%.
You're done. You're off. Boom. So yeah, that's what I would like that to look like.
I love that. That's amazing.
Thank you very much. How about you?
What do I want my love life to look like this year? I think it's just motherfucker, it's more fun. It's like more spontaneity, like going out and doing stuff, which I understand. That's the problem. There is a lot of just me because I'm fucking doing the most and constantly signing up for every time you see my eyeballs look to that direction, it's because I'm looking at our calendar. And I'm adding more stuff to it. And so that's like work related, and it is fun, but I would like to do non-work related, spontaneous fun things.
Totally.
Yeah, so I think that's probably it, is like adding some like spontaneous dates in there.
Yeah. How about your friendship love life? Just as a really quick
so you or outside of
any
you?
kind of friendship, whatever that means to you. Like what would you like for it to look like this year?
Probably the same. So it's
Spontaneity.
doing like but like chill things. Like not things that involve like
Us
like
driving a million hours.
Yeah, us driving a ton, or
Packing
like
our lives
honestly
away.
like a ton of alcohol, because
Yeah,
I feel
totally.
like with like a lot of friendships there's just a lot of alcohol involved.
Mhm.
And so I think just like going on walks and like having more intentional like connection with people
Totally, yeah.
and having like conversations. But I think that is, again, really hard because I like to ask a lot of questions.
Mhm.
And so then I do oftentimes feel like the like guiding force of a conversation.
Mhm.
And so I want it to be like a more reciprocal, like
Yeah.
chill thing.
I love that. Yeah.
But I think just like more intentional like downtime.
Yeah. I think more like
And-
like time in which like you and I could like actually sit and like kind of bask in like achievements as well. So yeah, being more intentional about like being chill and like having a good amount of productivity but not like a crazy amount.
Yeah.
Like
if it was for you and me specifically, it would be like more like going to the park and just like chatting.
Totally.
Or like going on a picnic
Mhm.
or going to like the Hamilton Gardens and just like walking around and like enjoying and taking pictures.
Mhm.
And yeah, like that.
Mhm. I agree.
But also, if it's you and me, more fun content, because I feel so recharged as we are doing as we're like doing filming, and like it's a way in which like when I'm lining up a shot and then you're acting and then you're getting a shot of me acting and we get to like storyboard together, like it's a creative realm in which we haven't like
it's so fun. We haven't tapped yet.
Yeah,
like
it's like
we're
still
in it,
brand
but, like,
new.
Yeah, we're
to like figuring out the stuff to
Yeah,
be
it's
like,
fun.
oh hey, we can get a shot like this. And like so like doing creative stuff outside of like our normal areas is something
Absolutely.
that's really fun.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, I lied. I literally just want to finish this page. So there's one more question.
One more question.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. What are you not willing to compromise on in dating or any relationship? So what are you not willing to compromise on?
Oh my
I feel
god.
like this kind of goes back to what you just said.
I know, right? Yeah. If me like bettering myself is a problem for you, I am not willing to compromise on that anymore. Especially like even if it's subliminal, like, and I feel like I have to hold myself back because of your presence, I'm not doing it anymore. I can't do it. No, I'm done. Diva, I'm done.
I love that.
Yeah,
Yes.
so like I don't know. It's been a problem in like some of my friendships even where it's like, oh, like what are you on like a health kick or something? I'm like, no, this is just like the lifestyle that I want. You know, it's like subliminal shit like that where I'm like, I know you're trying to put me down, but like don't be mad at me because I have goals and I want to achieve them.
Yep.
You know, don't be mad that I'm doing me better than you doing you. What about you?
I think to pony off of that, it's the like just I think the common things that I get when it comes to like relationships and friendships is the like, oh my god, but you're always working and you're so busy.
Oh yeah.
And like that like underlying judgment that goes along with like, I like the pace in which I do my life. I like the structure in which I do my life.
Totally.
I enjoy the like every day is Tuesday to me. So if I want to fucking stay up until 4:00 in the morning and work on a project, then great. If I want to like then fucking hibernate for 3 days, perfect. And that kind of just like letting my like creative whims just like go. And so like I'm not gonna like compromise on like that area of my life where people are just like, oh well, that's like not good. Or specifically like on our relationship where like this happens quite often where people will try to like put wedges in, or quite frankly, if they don't like you, then I'm like, I don't need to be a part of this conversation.
Truly,
like it's the same thing as them not liking Caboose. I'm like, you guys are my favorite people in the entire world.
Absolutely.
And so like if you're just like not vibing with you, then I'm like, thank you so much. This is half of my personality.
Yeah, I was going to say. Like,
and the other half of my personality is currently in the office working on shit for the business.
I think that's the thing is like, I'm like, both of you two both make me better. And like, you help me achieve my goals. So if people don't like you, it's a really big thing for me as well. Where I'm like, you realize that like, she's basically like my other half, right? Like,
I'm like, this isn't.
We also, our personalities we are very different, but our personalities and values are very much the same as well.
Yeah, so I think that we are like two sides of the same coin. Totally. So like the actual values are very similar, but the external like stuff that we enjoy are very like different.
Yeah, totally.
But then what's happened then is it like introduces the other person, so you're like, oh my god, now I like this. But we're like opposites on a lot of ways. Totally. But like, very similar. So and that's how I feel when people like do that with like, you.
Diva,
like,
if you're gonna try to talk shit about, you're basically talking shit about me too. So like,
and I'm like, you can like poor Caboose can't really vent about her to me. I'm like,
he needs another friend.
Like you need a friend that is not me, because I'm like, I cannot. Totally. If you want to fucking complain because her socks on the floor, I will tell you how many times I pick up your socks, Diva.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna put a pause in this. So there's gonna be like a little tiny like
we're
pause.
Gonna go work out.
And we're gonna go work out, and then we're gonna come back. I may or may not get Caboose to put in like some fun old commercials here. So if that's the case, thank you to our sponsors, which is us from the past. Okay, we'll see you guys in like an hour.
Be right back.
This episode is brought to you by Captain Callista's Fish Sticks. Are you tired of fish sticks being made out of one type of fish? Or worse yet, not knowing the fish your fish stick is made out of? Well, here at Captain Callista's, we offer our fish sticks in a multitude of fish flavors for your sophisticated palate. Our fish sticks include whale, seal, manatee, sea cucumber, sea turtle, and 100% white meat starfish. Visit your local grocery store and ask for Captain Callista's Fish Sticks today.
Hello, we're back.
We are back.
Back from the gym. And I am like,
you're going to say back from the dead.
Back from the, well, I'm still dying actually from the gym. That was a gnarly workout. But I'm back and I'm ready to answer more questions.
Nice. Okay, so we will get right back in after our amazing sponsors.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So what are you genuinely looking for right now? Oh. I also feel like people don't ask each other that when they're like starting like a new relationship.
I think people don't ask in that way. People kind of beat around the bush. Like, so what are you looking for? But like, no.
What do you genuinely want?
Yeah, genuinely want right now. What I genuinely want right now is peace. I want just peace. I don't want excitement. I don't want disappointment. I don't want frustration. I don't even want like a crush. I just want to feel calm.
Nice.
And energetically just aligned. That's what I want.
Nice.
What are you genuinely looking for right now?
What am I genuinely looking for? If I'm being honest, alone time.
I love that.
Yeah. I'm genuinely I'm looking for all of my like friendships and relationships to just, I guess kind of similar to yours, like peace, where I'm like, can you just let me grind through what I'm going through?
Period.
Head down.
Yeah.
Like,
and then just spending time with yourself so that way you can feel recharged. Because I think that's the thing about a social battery. There's no like shortcutting that recharge time.
No.
You know what I mean? Like you can feel refreshed, but like I think at some point your social battery genuinely needs to be healed with antisocial like
100%.
action,
yeah.
You know? Yeah. So.
And especially because I'm a lot more introverted. So I need like a lot. So like I've been staying up super late. So I just have time by myself to like get stuff done.
Oh my god, Guinness just fucking bolted in here like a bat
and jumped over all the equipment. Okay, so then what does taking it slow mean to you?
Taking it slow?
Yeah, because I feel like that's something people say a lot. Like in the beginning of a relationship, like I just want to take it slow, but no one's defining what
I just want to take it slow, but then we'll like sleep together on the fucking first
date.
Again,
you know? Like, what does taking it slow mean?
Taking it slow
to you.
To me means like God, I think for me now, it would mean not having sex for a while. Because I think like, I don't know if there's any shortcutting of hormones. I feel like the hormones will happen regardless of you having sex or not.
Absolutely.
But I think for me, they get worse after having sex.
Oh, yeah.
So for me now, it would be, not having sex for a while. But then on top of that, honestly, like not spending too much time together at first.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe twice a week at max. And then not having like any like nothing longer than 3 hours at a time.
Nice.
I feel like that would be taking it slow for me, and like not meeting each other's friends for a while, not like, just like genuinely trying to find that like logic and equilibrium of like, I can be excited, but I can also like data collect. Yeah. I'm using this to like, pace, but also collect data. Because like, I genuinely think like the first month you can't really like, the first month needs to be a throwaway month.
Yeah, well, because you're only dating yourself. So you're both telling the other person like all the best stuff, and also to a certain degree all the things that you want to hear.
Yeah, and it's not anybody's fault either.
No. It's not like manipulative or shitty. Like it's just the beginning of dating. That's where like I don't want to. So it's the same as like it takes a while before you're like, yo, I'm not gonna wear makeup, or I'm gonna wear crazy makeup, or I'm gonna like just wear
come back to myself.
Yeah, come back to myself.
Yeah,
and
wear
so
the
I
things
think
that
like
I want to wear. And totally.
So I think that's like smart to be like, no, I'm gonna pace this part out, and like again, data collect, so you can be like, no, I need to like do your best to like keep yourself.
Totally.
Yeah, I think that's smart. That's like, a great way to do it.
Yeah, the first month needs to be a throwaway month. Don't trust anything that happens during the first month. Honestly.
I love that.
Yeah, so that's keeping it slow for me. What about you? Is that the same thing for you? Like,
yeah, I think because obviously with like most new friendships, there's a lot of like messaging back and forth. And because you're like really excited that you found someone that you're like, oh my God, you get my jokes. You like send them a ton of stuff. And then I realized that I'm like, oh my God, I'm massively busy all the time just building the business.
Yeah.
So, and like, again, going to the gym and just having a life and having the dogs, that I'm like, oh, I don't actually, this is not a sustainable pace for me.
Yeah, I think that's the thing is like having that like excitement hormone, like really colors the whole world in a different way. That is beautiful, but not necessarily conducive to reality.
Yeah.
and you're right, it's not maintainable.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm like, dude, you gotta not, which now I'm much better here because, you know, we just got to start out with like a whole new batch of like friends.
Totally.
So it was nice because I'm able to just be like, I'm not this person. The answer to me is no. Like a lot of our friends go and see concerts and I'm like, I am never gonna do that. Big crowds, not my vibe. Thank you guys for the invite. Not gonna do it. So like, I would say a solid 90% of the stuff they do, I'm like, no, that's not me. Like, and just being really like honest so I don't like commit myself.
Yeah.
But again, taking that like distance to be like, no, this is the most I can offer.
Yeah, totally.
So like really just like, because in the beginning I'm a lot more likely to be like, yeah.
It's that excitement, again, that energy. And also, like, I think in the beginning, like, it's hard to maintain and give that person an actual realistic view of your boundaries and, like, how you actually, like, logically, like, go around in the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like, I want to be in bed by X amount of time, and then I want to make sure that I have these meals, like, every time. Otherwise, my whole day's going to fall apart. And, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So I like taking it slow.
Absolutely. Okay. How do you know when you want something serious?
Fuck, I always want something serious. I'm the worst person to ask.
No, okay, but why then?
Why do I want something
serious?
serious?
And then how do you know that? First, let's stick with that.
Yeah.
How do you know that you want something serious? Have you had something casual?
I guess I have had casual things. Mostly though, because like when like we knew we were moving to New Zealand, I feel like there was a solid like maybe almost not 5 years, but like a 3-year gap where like I was like, but I'm not being tied down to anyone in the US because I knew that we were moving to New Zealand. And like I was like, you know what, like it'll only be casual, so I was fine with that.
I would not have considered those to be casual.
Yeah, that's true because a lot of them were long term, right?
Yeah. And also like they did not perceive it as casual.
True.
And so in that point, you're kind of like the dude when the chick's like, dude, what the fuck? I thought we were in a deep relationship. Or like, I thought it was chill. I think in order for it to be casual, both people have to agree
on it being
consensually.
Casual. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I thought it was like, not long term for like a commitment forever,
Mm-hmm.
but I definitely would have considered those to still be serious. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I think the very last one, like my therapist would agree with you on that, because she told me multiple times, she's like, you're just like the guy in this. And I was like,
Yeah, you're
sorry.
stringing them along, making them think it's serious.
God.
Doing all the actions of something serious,
Yeah.
but telling them that it's not serious.
Totally.
Because
Totally.
Caboose and I had that discussion where I was like, these poor dudes, like, she's doing full, like, wifey me up, like, actions.
Yeah, totally.
And then she's like, but we're not getting married. And I was like, she is the fucking dude that's
Yeah.
like, I don't want anything serious, but he's proposed to you.
And it's hard, too, because my therapist did at that time also say, she's like, well, to be fair, they could leave. And then she laughed after she said that, because she
No,
knew
they
it
couldn't.
wasn't going to be a thing.
Yeah. No, they can't.
Hey, now this podcast is literal proof that, like, I don't think I'm innocent either. I'm not a perfect person, period. But how I'm, like, having a hard time with this question for some reason. Can you answer first?
How
do
do,
you know you want
I
something
know
serious?
when I want something serious?
Yeah.
It's the most autistic answer.
Do tell. What is that?
Okay, so I can describe it in relationship for Caboose and I, how I knew I wanted
Yeah.
something serious, and then
And
in
do
friendship.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so they kind of overlap. It comes down to that compatibility. Where do you see your life? And I'm not talking about like I necessarily have to just ask this person.
Yeah.
Like, where do you see your life? But through that data collection, I'm like, okay, we have the same values. Like, we have conflict resolution being the same. Or at least like we can work towards that. But like for Caboose and I knew I wanted something serious when I'd already gone back to the States.
Yeah.
And I like I knew in me, like, because I've always had that ability with myself where I was like little and I was like, I'm gonna be a tattoo artist. I'm gonna own, like, at that point I didn't know necessarily the businesses because it was gonna be a strip club, a mechanics, and a tattoo shop. But I've always wanted to have multiple ventures because the ADHD. And I was like, oh, this is the person you're gonna marry. Like, I just knew wholeheartedly, not in like a romantic sense either, in a very practical sense, the same way that I was like, asked you, like, hey, so we're moving to New Zealand and obviously you have your own free will, but I already knew that I was like, you're going to move with because you just have enough information to be like, this is the person that I want by my side through all this shit.
So you've collected enough data.
Yeah.
Totally.
So that's how, like, for me, I know that it's like that I want something serious because I've collected the data to be like, the downsides of this relationship are like much less. I should have flipped this the other way. But like, so the good sides massively outweigh the downsides. I can deal with you when you're like grumpy. To be fair, I can deal with you when you're grumpy a lot better than I can deal with Caboose because the patriarchy told me that it's my job to fix him when he's upset. But I can deal with you when you're grumpy. Much better than I can deal with 90% of people when they're grumpy.
You just unlocked something else for me.
Yes.
The patriarchy tells me I have to act a certain way as a woman. So I have to be wifey. So there's also me battling that. So when I'm doing wifey things, like, I kind of just feel like it's the same. Like, we just had this talk about maybe doing box jumps during a workout. Found out I only have one pace. And like we had 4 rounds where I could correct that pace, did the same mistake every single round. And I was like, man, I have to like deprogram that like patriarchal sense of like, Calista, you just have to be yourself. You do not have to act wifey. You do not have to feel like you have to cook for these men or take them out.
No, cook for me.
I'll cook for you, bitch, because you deserve it. Period.
Like, if you feel the need to, like, oh my God, this is great. This pretty much makes me, like a relationship cook.
Oh, cook?
Cook. There you go. Cook.
Let her cook.
Is because I'm like, yeah, go see them for 3 hours and then come home, feel being all wifey.
But you know who you're going to come home
You're going to come home and cook for me.
Period.
And give me the tea. Totally. This is the best of both worlds.
I think that's the thing. Is, that like was very loaded for me when you said that. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, the patriarchy tells you that like you have to act this way in a relationship. Yeah. Same as like it was hard for me to distinguish like, but like men do this to women all the time, so what's wrong with me? But it's still leading someone on. But at the same time, I have the patriarchy telling me I have to act like this perfect woman all the time in these relationships. And if I don't, then my safety could be in question.
Yes.
Right? Like, okay.
It absolutely, it's always that factor of it could, but then it's I think, sitting with the, like, how much are you self-policing?
Totally.
So it's the, like, okay,
I am self-policing.
so
yeah, because it's
how much are you self-policing when you're like,
Period.
I have to look this way, I have to do my makeup this way, I have to do these things.
All of a
How
sudden,
much
I'm
is that
dressing way
self-policing?
more femme than I am
Yeah.
mask, but I love dressing mask. So what is that? What is going on? I'm self-policing myself.
Yep. Yeah.
Diva,
and I think
wow.
that to me is part of that, like, how do I know when it's something serious is because, like, with you, I knew that, like, this friendship was, like, obviously, like, you never know for sure that it's for life. You never know. But, like, if it was a case of, like, oh, well, you could marry her, like, if it was, like, that sort of, like, relationship, I would have probably married you at, like, year 3.
That's really
Because I was like, okay, this
Me
thing
too.
is, like, for good. And,
sure.
like, the decisions I'm making, like, on behalf of both of us. So, like, a good example is, like, the other day, we did an event and a photographer came up and was like, oh, can I take your picture? And I instantly grabbed you and was like, hey, he wants to take your picture. And, like, grabbed you and brought you into it. And so for me, the, like, something serious is when you, like, instantly think about that person because you're like, oh, she would like pictures of the both of us.
Yes,
It benefits,
totally.
like, the business and it benefits our life, like, moving together. Whereas, like, a picture, if he just takes a picture of me, I'm like, that doesn't fucking help me. What do I give a fuck? And so it's that, like, thinking of, like, somebody else
Yeah, totally.
is that part of, like, seriousness. And not in that, like, patriarchal sense of, like, oh, I have to, like, you know, do the wifely duties, but in the, like, I'm in that moment just, like, instantly thinking, like, oh, how could this, like, positive thing, this, like, thank you so much for, like, wanting to take my picture, but how can it benefit this other person?
Totally.
And I think that to me is that, like, that's when you know that, like, hey, it's serious. Once the hormones are gone, because within that first 6 months, no,
Yeah, throw
it's
away.
just hormones. You're just there, like horny for this person.
Yeah, whatever it is you thought you knew
Yeah.
or felt, fucking throw it away. Erase
Yeah.
all of that and start with a clean slate when you get to, like, really? Like, month 3? Like, do you think 6 months is, like,
I
the
think
hormones?
you bottom out real fast. Because, again,
Okay,
you
cool.
go from, like, 0 to 60. We do everything in, like, really, really quick.
Yeah, truly.
So, like, we moved to New Zealand in a fucking year. We opened a business in 3 months. Like,
Yeah.
we
And that's usual for
opened
us.
this business in, like, 2 months.
Yeah.
We do everything really quick. So I think for most people, it's, again, most people talk about that honeymoon period being 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
That honeymoon period for you drops off really quick. And I think it's
True.
partly because you're so busy.
Yeah.
So you're like,
I've
Diva,
got shit
I
to
can't.
do. Yeah.
You're like, I can, like, fucking throw my responsibilities to the side for a
Yeah.
little bit. And then at that point, you're coming home and
Love
we're like,
you, but, like, I know,
Yeah.
but love you, but, like, there's part of me that will always be like, hey, you need to do this. Remember,
Yeah.
you've had too much fun. It's time to get, like, lock in, Diva. Yeah, totally.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
that was
So
good.
do you know? Have you, like, cooked on it more?
On, like, when
How
I
do you know when?
I think actually my barometer has been broken until maybe this podcast episode.
Wow, that's amazing.
Because yeah, I've, like, always wanted something serious, even when I didn't. Like, my actions prove that, like, I always want something serious. I always want to be, like, the wife, you know, like that, like, wifely duty of, like, I'm catering to you, you know.
But do you want that, or is it that you've never had the opportunity, like, self-policing wise, not saying that, like, the people made you do it, but, like, the patriarchy made you do it? Have you, because I guess in those instances, you performed the wifely duties, but you didn't want to be a wifey. So you didn't want something serious. You wanted something casual,
No.
but you didn't know how to
Do it.
act casual because that's not
it's
displayed.
that, like, unfamiliar heaven is
Yeah.
scary to me. That is scary. I'm like,
Yeah.
then what do I do? You know, if I'm not, like, cooking for you, or if I'm not taking you to the airport, or if I'm not doing all of this, then, like, what do I just come over and we fuck and I leave?
Yeah.
And, like, to me, I'm like, no, literally, I'm like, wow, that's, like, an option. But
Yeah, that is an option.
It's hard because, like, part of it's like, what is the patriarchy programming in me, and what is me? Because I do genuinely love to know people. I love that closeness. I love that, like, I want to see you.
But
you
I
know?
think
like,
that's a great place to go.
yeah,
Because,
exactly.
again, like, I love cleaning. I love having a clean house.
exactly. And so how much of that was the patriarchy,
yeah.
and how much of that is you?
And then I had to deconstruct that where
Yeah.
it's like, I think I read a post this morning that was from, like, 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, clean the house and cooked him breakfast. Like, I'm being a great little wifey.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I hate cooking. I hate cooking.
And I love cooking.
And it took me so long
Totally.
to just be like, I think most of the time you've known me, I'm like, I'm not cooking.
Yeah.
But it took me till 30 to be like, I don't want want to do this anymore. I don't want to cook for other people.
Totally.
I will gladly clean this fucking house. I will like scrub it. I will tidy it. I will decorate it. I will paint all the rooms.
Absolutely.
I will do all the decor. I will do so much shit. I will plan our lives. I will plan the vacations. I'll handle the Airbnbs. I'll handle the plane tickets. I will do all of that shit. But don't make me cook and don't make me pick restaurants.
Yeah, you're like I don't want.
I don't want anything to do with food. If we are at a restaurant, I don't want to be near the kitchen. Totally. I don't want to see how anything's made. I don't want to do it. I come in and I cosplay like I know how to cook for the holidays because I have a fucking 30 years worth of like lifetime of learning how to cook.
Totally.
And then I just say, fuck off. I'm here for like Christmas, New Year's, Christmas Eve, Thanksgiving, and I'm out. And then I just fucking go back to like all of my little weird Lou meals that just feed me throughout the year, and mostly Caboose and Callie feed me. But like I had to deconstruct that to be like, oh my God, was I programmed to learn how to fucking clean? And like, was I made to like that? And I was like, no, because like one of my favorite things is that when you're not in the shop, because again, it's the like how I'm thinking about you. So, like, I'm over there like, oh, my gosh, I'm filling up my bottles. I'll fill up yours.
That was very nice of
you. But
you.
it's like, it makes my brain happy because my brain's like, oh, you have more bottles to fill. Or if there's, like, a little bit of, like, to be clear, she doesn't deep clean her booth. I do because that's my idea of a good time. I'm like, wait, she's not here? I can clean everything? That's, like, a great gravy time for me. Whereas, like, you will then be like, can you please send me your tattoos?
I know.
Because you'll never post on the internet.
I remember this Pomeranian tattoo you did like 5 months ago. Can you please send me that?
And that's how you show you love me. So you're like, hey, do you remember this whole part of our business that is advertisement? Can you please do that? And I think it's about like that, where you have to just figure out like, again, keep asking yourself, like, but do I genuinely like this? And do I want to do this right now? I think that was the biggest thing for me is, do I want to do this right now? Totally. And if the answer is no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, how much of that? And that's the thing is like, I need to figure that out for myself. So I honestly don't have a question or an answer for you.
That's amazing.
With that. But thank you for digging into that with me. That felt like a whole ass therapy session.
That was so good. Okay, we have 2 more questions and then we'll be done for the day.
Cool.
Would you...
We should do a second part of this.
We should,
okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Would you make... Wait, what would make you stop talking to someone immediately if they voted for Trump?
Fuck yeah. Oh my God.
I don't care, friendship, whatever. Or like, what is the party here? The shitty party here. I don't remember. I try not to say his name. But the fucking person who's currently in charge, don't deport me. Yeah. If you vote for parties that are against human rights or against women or people of color or queer people or like disabled people, if you vote for any fucking party that's against a minority, I'm done. I don't want to be friends with you.
Okay, I think this is a bit of a cop-out for us, though, because we know where we stand. Like, I agree 100% on any of that. Any, like, racism, transphobia, any homophobia, sexism. Like,
I'm going to stop talking
ableism, ageism, any of that shit, like, any red pill shit, absolutely not. The first answer that came to mind is if you euthanize your cat, because that happened to me. And I understand.
You didn't give context. People are like, but my cat was horribly ill.
They're like, what do you mean?
If you neglect your cat, which causes you to then have to euthanize. Yeah.
And rope me into it as a surprise, because that's actually happened to me before. Absolutely, I'll stop talking to you.
Yeah.
But besides that real life example, fuck, dude, if, I think the sexism is huge, but a lot of people think that it's overt sexism. I think the small sexist comments I need to really be strict on. So yeah, anything to do with like, if you call women females, I'm not talking to you anymore.
If you call them girls and you don't call men boys,
I'm not talking to you anymore. If you can't name a single female author, I'm not talking to you anymore.
And for me, that's a female director.
Female director, yeah, totally. I think it's the small overlying sexism things, because like I can't teach you how to unwire that. You need to be able to learn how to do that yourself. I saw a great reel that was like, okay, so what if he is trying to learn how to communicate better? You know how to communicate. Why are you settling for less?
Yes.
What if he is trying to gain more emotional intelligence? Okay, well, you have emotional intelligence. Why the fuck are you settling for less? And I think that's the thing is, like, men are never taught to settle for less.
Mm-hmm.
But all of a sudden, it's a fucking issue when women decide to raise their standards and leave men who they are settling for.
I think it's because this is the first time in this, like, in Western culture, in this part of the patriarchal structure, that women are able to not settle because, like, even,
and
like,
women
my
are stepping
generation...
back. They're like, I'm not fucking teaching you because I know how to do this.
Because, like, even my generation, like, we were talking about this the other day, that, like, we were taught that, like, okay, so you can be picky to a certain degree, but then you all realize that you're like, okay, well, you just have to settle and teach them. And so, like, your generation and the generation that follows yours was like, I'm not fucking doing that.
Absolutely not.
The thing is that you talk to women who have been in long-term relationships. And again, mine is like best case scenario because my husband is learning and has learned a great deal and is now a capable, like, partner. But, like, for the longest time in our relationship was not a, like, actual partner, was indeed a, like, employee, and I was his boss.
Totally.
Like, so many heterosexual relationships, like, that's the case because I too was like, okay, I'm marrying his potential. And did I know what his true potential was? No. Was a lot of it just a fucking hope and a prayer? Yes. And your generation does not need that, like, financial, hey, we need this, like, we need this security, we need to do this. And also, you were not as, like, poisoned by the patriarchal structure of Hollywood to say your entire value is whether or not you're married. And so now, where that's being dismantled, not completely, let me be honest, like, obviously we all know that, like, no, that's still really prevalent, but it's not as prevalent, which is why so many women are like, I'm not fucking doing this.
Totally.
So yours is the first one to be like, I would rather not.
Yeah. Women, like,
within this
collectively
structure.
standing up and being like, actually, I don't need to do this.
Yeah.
Actually, like, I don't think I need to get married to be happy. And that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. And to be clear, you don't. Okay. So one more.
One more.
That finishes this out. So what would make you pursue someone more intentionally?
If they pursued me more intentionally.
Can you elaborate what that means?
I think it means showing me that they are making an effort to get to know me. But also making an effort to, like, again, like, stoke the relationship fire. They're planning things. They are asking me questions. The questions thing is a big part of me and my relationships. Like, I love talking to you. I love asking questions. I love you asking me questions. I love everyone asking questions. Yeah. Because I think we get to know each other more. And they're just fun, especially if they turn into, like, a fun, silly little debate. Like, I love that shit. It makes me feel more connected to you.
100%.
So questions is big. Again, planning is huge for me. I think that's the thing is, like, the mental labor of being the only person who's checking if a restaurant's open, checking if a restaurant exists, fucking seeing if there's anything that we can eat, fucking seeing what the opening times are, what the closing times are, so that we're not there until they close and we're those assholes. Like, I feel like that would make me pursue them more intentionally. But also, like, I think what's lacking too in a lot of relationships is people are a little bit afraid to say, hey, this would make me feel more connected, because a lot of the times, like, women specifically are shot down. Oh, yeah. And being told that, like, their requests are harmful or, like, too mean or, like, any of that, when they're just trying to, like, again, like, have a business meeting of, like, hey, this, like, relationship would flourish a lot more if we did this, or if you did this, you know? Like, that makes me feel loved. And a lot of the times, like, men don't know how to say, hey, I would feel more loved if you did this.
But again, that's their responsibility.
It's their responsibility. It's not, like, and also, like,
we
timing,
had to learn it.
Like,
it's a skill.
It's a skill. And so, I feel like basic emotional intelligence.
You were saying timing.
Timing, too. Like, you cannot always bring up your issue when someone already did the heavy lifting of bringing up theirs, because that person has had that conversation. If that person's like me, has had that conversation at least 100 times in their fucking head, going, okay, how do I do this?
Mm-hmm.
How do I edit this so it's nicer? Okay,
Yep.
first draft was bad. Second draft, even worse. All right, we're on the 50th draft. You haven't killed me in this scenario, so it's fine. All right, let's try to say it now.
Yep.
And then no matter what, it like lands flat. Or that person's like, oh, but what about this?
Yep.
What about my issue with this thing that happened 5 months ago? And it's like, dude, you had all of this fucking time to do that emotional labor, but you're taking the talking stick away and like not meeting my needs and abandoning me in like, and all of that shit. So basic emotional intelligence, I think, would be very helpul.
Amazing.
That's my TED Talk. How about you?
Mine's the same as you.
Same
it's the
fucking thing.
actual genuine interest.
Yeah, dude.
Of okay, so you actually, instead of debating me, because that's the frustrating part with autism is that I really struggle with things that are wrong.
Totally.
And a lot of people say a lot of shit that's wrong. And if you bring up a counterfactual or my biggest skill for the way that my brain works is pattern recognition. So I can be oh, so this happened. So then this will be the next part. And people are no. And not even listen. They'll just argue. And so the just kind of listening and not arguing makes me a lot more interested in people. Is to be okay, we can have a healthy debate, but if your default answer is always to fucking say no and to shoot someone down, that makes it really hard to for me to pursue someone.
Absolutely. It's showing that okay, so this isn't a group project. You want the relationship to go a certain way without putting in the work of realizing that no, both people need to be happy.
Yeah.
So if you have this perfect idea of a relationship where I'm never bringing up problems, then bye. You'll have I honestly hope you never find that, because that's not a fucking relationship. That's servitude at that point.
Yep.
That person is serving you. So in order to have a healthy coexisting relationship, you both people need to be able to put in that work. But when they clash and just there's no actual conflict resolution there, then you have nothing at that point.
100%.
And what are we doing?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my answer. Damn, this is
That was
so
good.
good. I
Okay.
cannot wait for the part 2 of this episode.
I know. There's fuck. Apparently we have to get the app to get the rest of the questions. Damn it.
Damn.
Fuck you, Flamingo. Sponsor us. Give us your app for free.
Please.
Okay, so
we
really
can do
quick,
it.
because you have to go to the gym. Point 2.
Yeah.
Or
Second time
part
for
2.
me today. Yep.
The lack of sleep is catching up with me.
Yeah.
What's your win for the week?
My win for the week is honestly sleeping a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been sleeping so much lately. I'm very again, my body's kind of fighting off something, so instead of pushing through, I've just been girl, if you sleep a lot right now, you'll be good by the end of the week, and that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
How about
I love that. My win for the week is we got new needles at the shop, and I am having the best time tattooing.
Oh my
so
God,
I've
thank you
been
for letting me
doing a
sample.
bajillion fucking crazy little tattoos because I'm just having fun tattooing. And so kind of falling into that joy of finding suppliers from here that also work for us. It's finding those joyful moments of oh my God, I forgot how good it is when you have really nice stuff.
Totally, it's wonderful.
So
yeah, it's been tough finding supplies. What are you proud of for today?
for today, I am proud that I went down on my deadlift in the gym because I was Diva, my back does not like this. So I just lowered the weight and then I crushed it.
Yeah.
And I got a good pace on my box jump. So I was really happy.
So proud of you, Diva. Towards the last round, I went down to singles. I said, what's wrong with me? I can't even hold on for 5. Come on.
I know. I did the first that I did 15 because I was trying to catch up with you because you beat me on the box jump.
I guess
so. I was I'm just going to fucking hold on for 15
Peacocked hard
deadlifts.
Yeah.
And then, because I knew that I was I know this Diva can't hold on for 15 deadlifts. Nope. So I was if I hold on for 15, I'm going to fuck with her brain.
Yeah, and
but
you did.
It backfired because I'm pretty sure I fuck with Cabooses.
That's
which that wasn't my plan. For you,
I hit 176-pound squat today.
You did. I'm very proud of you.
I've never done such a thing, and it went up really quick.
I know,
which means that my 1 rep max is something higher than that.
It is.
So I'm very excited about that.
I am very excited for you and very scared for me because that means I need to lift a lot heavier. So
that's all right. And no belt. I did have no belt.
And no belt.
All right.
Yep.
Well, that's it, folks.
Thank you guys. We will be back next week with, I don't know, stuff that we talk about. But we love you. Like, subscribe, or like leave us a downvote because apparently it doesn't matter if you like it or downvote it.
Who cares?
I guess the algorithm doesn't care. I learned that from another.
We just like the engagement, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah, write stuff. I like when you guys write stuff. So
bye. Bye.
Artlist.io